To hear past episodes of the Rap Radar podcast, what they got to do, B-Dot?
You got to sign up for TIDAL at TIDAL.com/on-air.
Yeah, that'll get you a 90-day complimentary membership.
Access to 50 million tracks and 200,000 videos.
TIDAL.com on air. Yeah, Rap Radar podcast, Elliot Wilson.
It's B-Dot.
B-Dot.
Yo.
What's up, baby? How you, man?
Man, I'm nervous.
Why you nervous, man? Your old friends here.
I know we've had our ups and our downs and our downs and downs. But we're in a good place now.
Hey, man, Wale Folarin, how are you, sir?
Blessed to be here, man.
Oh, man, I miss you, my friend.
Man, it's good to be, back on the scene a little bit.
You dropping surprise EPs on motherfuckers?
I was in my back cave, man, just cooking up, still cooking up, but, I had to step out real quick.
It's complicated. It sounds like the ultimate Facebook title.
Oh, man.
Like, why that's, where we going with this? Why?
The funny thing is, I really don't know the moment I came up with that. I think we was just all in the studio talking, and I was just like, yo, like, like relationships, like right now for a lot of us that are like club promoters or young, millionaires. I hate using that word, but like young millionaires and stuff like that, like single or with a kid or two, or like, there's guys in the NBA trying to figure it out, and like, but there's no pamphlet on teach you how to be young, like rich and successful and like in a happy relationship. And they always say nobody can have it all, man. So maybe my difficult love life is, one of my many like things that keeps me balanced.
You think that's one of your strengths as an artist? We made a whole playlist on Tidal, Relationship Wale. Like, you're kind of known for that, like to deal with your matters of the heart and the battles you've had with it. Like, I think it's
more so like my acumen for hip hop and like storytelling. Like, but I think it kind of it touches some nerves when I talk about love. You know what I'm saying? Because it's really a common denominator in humans. We got love. Everybody loves and everybody hates. You know what I'm saying? Something. And when you tell detailed stories or honest stories, like they resonate. Like you listen to guys like Pusha T when he talking about, his upbringing in the trap and all of that stuff. It's coming from a special place. Yeah. And people that's a part of that life can understand it, and feel it a different way than people that wasn't a part of that life.
Why do you think people connect to the way you talk about relationships?
I think it's just honesty maybe. But it could be a lot of different things. It could be just the stars aligning. It could be how they hear my voice. I don't really like my voice. Like, nobody likes they talking voice or rapping voice for real like that. Unless Biggie. Biggie had the ultimate voice. But like, it could be that. I mean, and on this project, I just kind of let it go. Like a lot of my niggas be like, man, I want like my slang for putting like some spoken word on it. Like I'm a rapper with a ribbon. Or I'm a rapper with a bow. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I do the song and it'll be done. I'm like, let me rap this joint with a bow.
Even if it's an intro or outro, whatever.
You know what I'm saying? Like they're calculated, in what I say, because I'm really trying to like create a method of development for what you about to listen to or what you have listened to. It's just like my way of like, okay, today class, this is what we about to do. And it allows me to do that. So, my men don't be liking when I do that. They be like, man, you don't gotta add one of them Jones on this. I'll be like, nah. I feel like they gotta hear what I'm talking about, and I feel like it just adds to the song or whatever. So, that might be one of the reasons why too. Like, nobody really do that,
The spoken word,
the spoken word, or just like a method of development before the song comes. And then a lot of love songs in this generation don't stay on topic. You know what I'm saying? Like they just kind of go everywhere. Like you talking about your girl, and then you got a 100-round drum in the next bar. Like I'm like, no, we just. Oh, we was just sending edible arrangements. Now we sending motherfucking hollow tips. How we get from that way? Like the fuck?
Right.
Damn, man.
Do you feel like you ever get in trouble with some of the things that you say? Because you're being very vulnerable on this project.
Yeah, no, not really. I mean, it's life. Like, and I don't think when I put it out, I even thought about it that much. But, I got texts from people like, damn, like, somebody was like, damn, you describe yourself to a T. Like, you really know yourself, huh? I was like, I told you, I'm fucked up. Like, you feel me? Like, I'm not going to run from that, dog. Like, I mean, everybody got their own, like, their ways or whatever, but like, I know, like, I'm damaged, dog. Like I'm damaged, and I don't say I'm damaged for like sympathy. I'm saying that like, dog, proceed with caution. You know what I'm saying?
I was wondering, but you having the child, I was wondering, was that going to change your life in that sense?
It changed. I mean, I got something that I love absolutely.
Yeah, that's your daughter.
Yeah. I love her absolutely. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it makes me a little bit more emotional because I think about how I can't spend time with her, and like I'm on a mission right now. Like I got a mission in my mind that I'm on, and it's not as easy to see her as I would like it to be, you know. And that shit, like I thought I knew what like sadness felt like, or you know, I thought I knew what like that pain felt like, but there's no pain like knowing you can't see your daughter because you gotta run over here, run over there. You waiting on this phone call, you waiting on this. Like, it's that shit hurt, man. Like, and then it's like, you know, dealing with, you know, co-parenting, and like you could see the pain in her mother's eyes when I'm like I'm not around, and like I'm not trying to look like one of them dudes that just. But I understand like what I gotta do right now is like I'm sacrificing, like you know, I'm trying to make sure things is better for her. You know, when she's older and when she can really process the world, when she's ready to take on the world, you know, I want to give her the ultimate cushion that I can. And I feel like right now, that's the main goal, man. Like, and that's what, you know, having a child has done. But like, I think I take my time with like my emotions a little bit more now too, because I'm not trying to like, a girl version of me would be crazy. So I'm not trying to be, I don't, you know what I'm saying? And I like, you know, I also come to the point in my life where like, I always struggled, man, with my temper and like emotions. I've always struggled. Like everybody who grew up with me know, like they ain't put me in regular schools, like, you know, and being in the juvenile jump for all them years, like I always struggled. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, as an adult, it's like a lot of those issues be rearing their ugly head again. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I have to really like try to make a conscious effort by hell or high water, like to not find myself in these situations. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Luckily, I ain't do nothing that's got me in legal trouble or nothing like that. Yeah. But you know, I just gotta check myself a lot more. So.
You mentioned that like finding a woman that's similar to you. On the record, you say that finding a woman in this generation, you know, that's not occupied with clout, like it's kind of hard. Right. Like, why is that? Is it because like you're a celebrity and that's part of who you are?
I think, you know, like right now, a lot of people are like fascinated with like, it's like a super vain society right now. You know, there's girls that's checking their likes like every 15 minutes at their job or in class. Just to, man, I cracked 80 today. Like, you know, I cracked 100 or I got a 2,000, 3,000 followers and like, and that's cool. Like if that's like a hobby, but it's consumed a lot of people. It's just all the way consumed some people, and it's like it's kind of scary, man. Like we're over informed a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And I think that like too much information sometimes it's like crazy. Like bro, like we gotta just slow down. Like I always say, it feels like it's gonna implode one day because it's just like too much information, too many music videos, too many everything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right. So where do you find women at then?
It's complicated. Like I mean, it means a lot. That whole thing means a lot. Like you know what I'm saying? Where am I? Where am I?
Whole 4-song EP. Like talk about your mindset. Like why it's a complete project.
Where would I find a woman? The club. Yeah. But she gonna be a magical, beautiful, smart, intelligent, well-dressed engineer at one of these Joneses. It's studio and club for me. Like you feel me? Like where I'm gonna go? Where I'm gonna go? Right. I don't got no high school sweetheart. Like she probably got like 4 kids. One of them don't even like men no more. Right. So like you know what I'm saying? Like what am I gonna do? You know
but it's funny though. We don't ever really see you. Like you keep your private life really private though. That's true. We don't see you with like the actress, the R&B singer. We don't even see your child's mother. A lot of
that stuff is contrived though, man. Yeah. Not everybody, but a lot of that is contrived. A lot of it is like gimmicks. You know, there's enough gimmicks in WWE, man. I don't need to bring that up. I don't need to bring that to this. Like, a lot of that's contrived, man. Like, a lot of that is these Hollywood bitches don't want nothing to do with me. Right. They know, oh man, this motherfucker be spazzing out, there's more shit. I ain't trying to deal with that shit.
It felt like you had someone in mind with Black Bonnie, though. Is that fair to say?
Maybe I got a good imagination.
Okay.
But you teased that today. That's your favorite off the EP, right?
Yeah, I mean, I hate saying favorite because I feel like it's a disservice to all of us.
They're all great records. Let It Go is my favorite.
Let It Go is my favorite.
Let It Go is good. Let It Go is good.
But Black Bonnie, you said something about. I mean, you delete a lot of your tweets. I don't know.
That's my new vibe. I just like to start every week off.
I tried to go back and research what Wale said, but it's not there no more.
That's my little vibe. Like that's what I want to do. I don't know how to do this algorithm shit, so let me just say what I gotta say. Fuck who I gotta fuck with.
And then you take it away.
And then when they sleep, they wake up, it's gone. Like we on it's a new week, man. It's a new motivation.
Right.
You feel me?
No, but you said Black Bonnie, you wanted to get that real treatment, right? Like you wanted that record to be treated special. It deserves to be treated special.
I think it's necessary, man. Like in this day and age that we live in, like it's like, you know, you gotta kind of remind like our youngins that it's okay to be black, bro. It's okay to be black. It's okay to be black and intelligent. You know, it's okay to be black and strong, black and proud, black and beautiful. It's okay to be that. As a matter of fact, it's encouraged. You know what I'm saying? And you know, also like the underlying theme is like loyalty with a female. If in fact I do have be in a relationship, like that loyalty gotta be there. Like, you know, it's not worse than being with somebody that you don't think believe in you. You know, like, you know, like niggas, like niggas will break up with somebody because they didn't believe in them and become billionaires after that.
Right.
Out of spite more so than hustle, just out of just spite. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. Even on Let It Go, too, one of the things that stood out to me is that you're about to get signed for a 4th time in a row. And then also what I noticed is that, you know, under the credits it has
Here
MMG.
we listen to lyrics.
Wrap it up podcast.
Right, I saw MMG Blue Moon, so that, you know, the wheel started to turn. I'm like, wait, is Wale an independent, free agent? What's going on?
Oh, it's free agent season, man. Me, LeBron, Russell Westbrook. No, he resigned. We all free agents. We all free agents. But it's been fun, man. It's just to me right now, I'm just having the most fun I've had like since like I did like Nike boots. Cause like I don't got ass for nothing. I just be like, hey, I want to put this out. I wrote a song called All Star Breakup. I'm gonna put it out a couple days for All Star.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? It's fun. That shit is fucking fun. That shit's almost better than women.
Yeah, because you got signed. Well, you got signed into the scope, and then remember when you said you got let go, they tried to move you to Polo the Don's label. Then you got with Ross, so you haven't really been unsigned this whole time.
It's been a while. It's been a while, and like man, and shout out to Empire, bro. Like sometimes I think Empire's great for a lot of people.
Right.
It's great for a lot of people. If you got your fan base, it's great, man. Like you get money. Like it's real money for real. Like you know, but who you know, I've been having meetings. I've been taking my meetings, and you know, there's some things on the table. But I just
I love the EP. I love it.
I want without. It was like there was an undertone in that voice. It's like you had somebody in mind. He had somebody in mind. Like,
I did.
Yo, why could it be on my nigga? I love that jump. It had to be the sleazy. It had to be the sleazy motherfucker. Yeah, like Wale. What is the complication or what? It's a fucking amazing.
It's a smash.
It's a smash. It's a smash. The album's a smash. Not the song. It's a smash. What's your favorite song? I like the whole thing. But 10 songs, right? It's an EP. It's 4 songs. It's how much do you want?
Guy 101.
Yeah,
that's record label guy.
But you've embraced this DIY model though, right?
I mean, you gotta think about it. Like when me and Cole and all of us and Sean was all coming up, man, we was doing DIY before, like back then.
Yeah.
Me, my first album, man, God bless his heart, man. Ben Gordon at Interscope, I ain't really understand. I didn't visit him around. Like they took the training wheels off as soon as I got my deal. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mark was busy. Mark won the fucking Grammy for.
Yeah.
He won the Grammy for fucking
Amy Winehouse
for the producer of the year that year. Like he ain't really had a time. Like in retrospect, like 23-year-old Wale, 22-year-old Wale was like, what the fuck? Like, what am I gonna do? Like I had to figure that shit out, man. Figure it out.
But shit, man.
But why was it time to leave Atlantic and go independent? What happened with that?
Well, first of all, it's all love with them. You know what I'm saying? I still writing music for some of the artists that's on there, so you know I always be a part. You can't get rid of me, Atlantic. Nah, but it was
the one that got away.
It was a situation where you know, I'm gonna let Fat Boy elaborate on it whenever he's ready to. But it was a situation where, you know, he wants to take the company to a different situation and do things a different way, and you know, agree to disagree, and then like, you know, we gonna leave one here and then figure out everybody else's situation. I let all the other artists speak for themselves on what their situation is, but
so it affects the MMG, Rick Ross, MMG, and the whole thing.
But I mean, the great thing about Ross and just like what I think separates him from a lot of these people is like he's like, young and go, yeah, I know your phone ringing, I know everybody's trying to sign you right now, like, you know what I'm saying. So I'm definitely still with MMG, but like he know that I want to level up too. I want to get my EBM joint moving, you know, and I want to go somewhere like where I can get a building that doesn't have to look at me and 4 other artists as one artist. Like, okay, like this is the MMG. Like, nah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's I want somewhere like that I could kind of like the freedom that I have right now creatively. I want to have that somewhere, but with a push. You feel me? With some marketing plans and all of that. And I think that's a part of growing up too, because I ain't never really like think about all that. Like I just like the rap, bro. I just like the rap. I wasn't thinking about marketing and what like the cover, man. 3 of my albums I did the cover like 2 days before. We're supposed to submit it like on some just up all 4:30 in the morning looking at deviantart.com, like, trying to find somebody, a sketch artist and all of these things. Like, man, go ahead, man. I need somebody to do that. Start working on that now. Be in the studio with us for a week. We gonna find out what the cover feel like and all that. Like, I'm taking more like pride in other things outside of the actually writing the music.
Well, the music is still important, man. Like DJ Clark Kent, you had this conversation with him, and then the next day we have Staying Power, man. Like, what the hell were you guys talking about?
Because B-Dot likes when you give him them bars.
I like Pissed Off Wale. That's my favorite.
A lot of man. There's another light skinned brother that was on a controversial show that likes angry Wale bars. You know,
Sir Joe Budden.
Yeah, Joseph Sir Budden the third.
But that conversation.
I mean, I got a lot of songs like that though. That's the thing. I got a lot of songs like that, and you know, we was talking about Nike for real. We was talking about Nike, like, and I was like, you know, I love like, you know, that they doing stuff for artists now and cultural figures. You know what I'm saying? Frank Cooker and Laylee May. I always say her name wrong. Lil Young Paris. she always be in Paris. But like they doing stuff culturally, and I was talking about that, and I was like, man, like, you know, that's always been one of the things I wanted to do on the non-music things, is just work with Nike in any capacity, because you know, I influence a lot of the Nike boots and foam posits on a national level, because I just took DC style and just made it a little bit more national. So he was like, man, you gotta just drop some stuff, man. You gotta let people know. You gotta let niggas know that you is, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, no, I know. I got something coming. And then he was like, nah, bro, like, just go drop some shit. Like, I'm all right, watch this.
So let the bars go.
Right. And they gonna go. Man, if you can go platinum off dope bars, man. Nigga, I make a 30-song album just all raps.
Right.
But I mean, at the same time, you know, I come in this joint to be competitive and challenge myself as a writer, whether I be just, you know, traditional lyrics or, you know, melodies and song arrangement and all of that. Like, you know.
So how do you define staying power? What does that mean to you?
Diddy, Hove, this nigga right here, like, you know what I'm saying? This fuck guy. Right. Like, Diddy, Ross, YN, Stephen A. Smith, LeBron James, Tom Brady, you know what I'm saying? KD, you got a whole dime in the league now, like, you know, Russell Westbrook, like, you know, just really like being a nigga, like, you know, doing your thing. You feel me? Like, and that's the natural progression. First you want to get a deal, then you want to kill it when you got your deal, then you want to prove them that they wasn't wrong, then you want to show them that you upper echelon. Yeah, your name is in the books. So
you also got to weather the highs and the lows, right? Because we all face that career-wise.
I don't know. That's the thing, dog. Like, obviously, like, Jay-Z's my idol, right? Like, that is my favorite rapper. Like, I always be like, I ain't see no lows. Like, when you gonna get your lows, Jay?
Right.
when they do your motherfucking unsung, when is the music going to fucking get low and shit like that? That shit better sound.
The critics didn't like Kingdom Come.
It's just all gonna be wins. Like, and then he got rocket wins. So that shit for $1 gazillion. And then he married the baddest joint in the game. And then he did a tour. And then then Rock Nation. I'm like, yo, when is the downtime coming? Like, so like, you know, I mean, but we all do have our highs and lows. Like, my Jones, like, are very low though. Like when I've had them, like when I lost my cousin, like I lost my mind. I can really say I really lost my mind for like 2 years. Like I'll be at LA Fitness just hooping, and then I'll just stop running and just break down crying and just turn around or go to the bathroom. Like it was weird. I was just on some. Every day felt like a storm, like it was in the sky. It could be 80 degrees, clear sky, and I look up and it just feel like it's raining. So it was just it was a lot, and then you know having a miscarriage around that time, so it was a lot, and then me being so honest all the time and wearing my feelings on my sleeve, like what people don't understand is like, dog, like you imagine like you arguing with your mom, like you know your parents ain't talking no more, and you arguing with your mom, and then like that shit hurts you when you argue with your mother, like no matter what, like it hurts you, like she can really hurt you for real, like even if you know it's not your fault, and then you at the airport like trying to hold together, and then somebody's like, yo, are you Wyclef or no Wale? And then you like, first of all, like, yeah. Can I get a picture? I don't really like taking pictures. I ain't even brush it. It's 6 a.m, man. I'm just strolling in. You want to be like, no, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so all this shit is just kind of hard to. It's always been hard to deal with, but right now I'm just dealing with it better.
And is it about still? Because it seems like a lot of times with a couple last projects, it may not reach the level that you want, and then you will disappear, right? And then come back. Yeah. So is it a thing now of like?
It's not really disappearing. It's just like I can get out the way and just work on things. Like I can get out the way, you know. And even now, like, I mean, let's be honest. I don't care to be like retweeting all day, but that's the only promotion I got right now. So I'm gonna just do that. That's all I got. That's my only resource right now. So I can't call such and such and be like, oh, you girl, here's a Gap commercial, here's a whatever. Like, so I'm I'm gonna break this jump. Twitter going to call me and be like, yo, bro, you nah, we'll put my joint on a jump. Like this my only means of promotion right now. So
is that part of the reason why you said like you feel like people are down you lately on that same record? Just to see like, you know, where can Wale the brand go, or lyrically, or how do you feel?
I don't know. I mean, you know, sometimes I just be feeling like, oh, they sleep. Like, okay, all right, well, I don't got no more complex phone call breakdowns left in me, man. I'm gonna just do it on the record, man.
Right.
But is that the thing where you feel like you're just getting more comfortable kind of making sure you run your own race, and it isn't like comparing yourself to your peers of that generation and when you guys came out? Is it changed? Is the landscape in your mind changed about where a Drake stands or Kendrick stands or Wale stands? Is it like, are you kind of running your own race at this point?
I know that I'm madder, you know what I'm saying? But I always want more for myself. Like even when I play football, like, okay, I had 80 yards rushing this game. Why didn't I get 100? Why couldn't I get 100? Why? Maybe I should have followed my blocks, or maybe I should have broke the play up and did my own thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm always gonna be like that, you know. And that's a gift and a curse. Some people are okay with like what they do. Yeah. I just feel like I'm tormented with that. The fact that I'm never really okay with it. I'm always like, that's one of the reasons why I don't want to teach myself Pro Tools, because I'll just be there forever. I'll just be there. I'd still be working on these complicated mixes. Like, I just can't. I don't. Yeah. And that's something that I've acquired over the years, though. But I'm very OCD with my stuff. Like, I'm just never really satisfied, really. And I don't know, really. You know, maybe failing a couple of times to do that to you, or maybe that's just how I've always been.
But you also call yourself like the legend that niggas are trying to be. Do you feel like do you feel like, especially in your city of DC, that you are getting that title? Okay,
so hip hop is young in general, anyways, but it's in its infancy technically in DC. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was, you know, they know. Everybody know. You know what I'm saying? Whether they like me or not, like, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely more love than not love, but like you could feel it. You know what I'm saying? The mayor cutting to all my shows. You know, I've been to the White House more times than like, you know, inside the White House more times than the little dog they had. I was in that joint all the time. Like, so I mean, I know that. Like, we went to the White House, I met Obama, and that night we was in Stadium. Not Obama. But that night,
Obama the stadium.
But I think that's like the poetry and the juxtaposition like of my life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm kind of that and kind of that. Like, right. I get 10 bottles from Dom Perignon sent from Daniel Snyder, and then I go to sit courtside with the Wizards games, have dinner with the Leoneses, and then, you know, I go to Fat Trail Hood and just kick it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's just what makes me for real.
But it also seems it's like your mentality seems like you've grown a lot. Like in that particular record, you talk about like how people are buying Ferrari. Well, you're buying a Ferrari. People are buying phone posits, or like how you got a landlord and a Lambo.
That was a hot line.
Yeah, that was hard.
There's a lot of capping. Is what the kids call it now, capping. There's a lot of capping going on. You know what I'm saying? But
is that just from growth? Maturity?
I had a Lambo and a landlord at one time in my life. Right. It's part of the game, man. Like, you know, but there's always an honesty in my music. Like, even if you listen to Self-Made One, I'm always talking about renting cars. Cause that's what I was doing. Like, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, bro, I had the 62. I'm going to borrow it, go down South Beach, like stuff like that. Like, but I always was like that. Like, cause it's not a money thing. Like, I just, you know, it's just an honesty thing. It just goes back to like, just always being honest. So even in Staying Power, it's just like, yo, I ain't even G-checking nobody for real, but it's like, yo, I got smoke now. Don't play. Don't act like I don't got the smoke. I got the torch now.
Yeah. What made you shoot the visual going back to DC?
I was home. Shit, I was like, what we doing today? Shit, nothing. All right, well, I got anxiety, so we gonna shoot a video today. Cool.
It was the same spot, the
Chili Bowl, yeah, right back.
Chilling, you did the main spot.
Mm-hmm. I didn't even realize like the full circle of that joint until it came out. I was like, damn, we did do Chili Bowl. I did my XXL show and prove in front of Chili Bowl. I had the Chili Bowl t-shirt in front of Chili Bowl. You would think a nigga own that joint. It's just a staple though, for real, man. Like, you know, it's not, I don't be in that joint eating glizzies all day. Like, it's just a staple in DC.
And showing love to Chuck Brown.
Yeah. And it's a beautiful mural, man. Yeah. It's like I said, well, you know, it's kind of true. It's more like you shine a little dude. There's a lot of life lemons about to come through, but if you bust loose and run, Joe, and grind, them lemons I said you gonna get the juice. And I got that now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I remember I performed with Chuck a couple times, and he was like, man, like, I ain't seen nobody like on the rap side come up like how you coming up. You know what I'm saying? You know, God rest his soul, man, and props to his family, man. They always show love. You know, and you know, Chuck is our James Brown in DC for real. You know what I'm saying? That's our legend for real. And I'm just really trying to run a race similar to him and Marvin Gaye and, you know, all the legends that came before me on the soul and the funk side.
Right. But you also talk about like how, you know, you've been paranoid, you know, you've been drinking heavy and not sleeping. Sneaking burners into the club.
Life, man. Life. Yeah, no, you know, sometimes, you know, that's real though. Like, you know, I'm not the type of nigga that's gonna be around like trying like that's beefing with everybody. But you know, the lifestyle we live and the places we go, like, you know, occasionally, you know, you gotta be situated in certain, you know, environments. And I don't know what's out there, you know. Even them people try and get us out of there. So you never know what's going on. And I mean, I'm more paranoid than my own people for sure. You know, like I don't know what's going on outside, man. Yeah. Sometimes I feel like it's like it's on purpose. Like it's like they got a plan to get rid of us one by one, and they just get started. That's the type of paranoia I be dealing with. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm on a quest right now to try to make the world as best as I can before these babies grow up. You know,
right. But how do you cope with this stuff? Because if you have to sneak a burner into the club,
I think 90% of the rap, we all do that. Right. That's why they don't pat us down. You better put that on your rider. No artist pat down. What you talking about?
But even go back to Groundhog Day, I felt like you battling some demons, like you addicted to Percocets and.
Before that shit was cool, nigga. I was motherfucker.
Like, so that was really your reality. I mean,
that was
point?
My it's a tough subject because it's like dealing with that, like you want with me, I don't know what version of myself I'm gonna wake up as sometimes. So what if I got pressed and I don't really feel like pressed? I gotta do something, man. I gotta numb it, man. I gotta take it away. I want to do it. I wanna be like happy and all, like, hey man, everything is, you know what I'm saying? Like I wanna be like that, but sometimes it's just not like that. I might have got a phone call from a homie in prison, or I might have got a call, somebody got shot last night. I might have got a call from the label saying something, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't glorify none of that. Like I just deal with stuff, man. Like, and you know, I be trying to mask it, you know, and the thing I realized is like, bro, like you try to mask it, but then when you go crazy, they be like, you crazy, but they don't really understand how you got here. You know what I'm saying? It was a short trip to get to snapping. You know what I'm saying? You just didn't cross the street. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like,
you feel like you held it in for so long?
Yeah, I just held in a lot, man. And you know, like again, I'm still a very private person, but I just like sometimes I just like want to numb it. Like I don't want to show this pain. Like I don't want to be that person. Like y'all can't help me. Y'all can't do nothing. Anything I'm gonna meet with a shrink and tell them, but ain't no point in telling y'all. You know what? People gonna use it against me when they ready to talk down on me. So, you know, I mean, but I learned a lot, man, and I just had to grow. And I'm in a better space. But I hate saying that word, like that phrase. I'm in a better space now. Like, I mean, I'm me, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I genuinely got love for people, love for the culture. I really, really, really got love for the culture. But it's like, man, I realized everybody can't walk in my shoes and everybody can't understand like my views on this joint. So the most I can do is offer the culture what I can do and spread that joint as much as I can. You know what I'm saying? Like all that trying to prove things via interviews and all that, like I'm really trying like just not have that no more. Like it's just no point. It's no point. Like my nigga, like they gonna fuck with you or they not.
But it's
like,
gotta feel good when you putting out music now, especially like you drop this. I mean, for you to drop a whole surprise project and get such a warm response, like that's gotta make you feel good. Like you don't know, you just throwing this shit out, right? It's a surprise.
I mean, it's bittersweet because it's like I've done things on that level of as far as quality, and it's just been hard to get things to circulate, you know, and that's a part of the ever-changing landscape of hip-hop. But, you know, this one is like, okay, well, maybe you got to do less songs and just let them people absorb that jump little by little. You know what I'm saying? So that, you know, I gambled. I bet on myself. Shout out to E. Jones. I bet on myself and, you know, I won. I won this round.
Right. So what's keeping you motivated at this point?
I like the spontaneity of the what I could do right now. That shit just feels so good. Like, cause like on them days where it's like, man, let me just do something. Let me just do something. I'm not no album. So let me just have fun. Let me just write some shit and do some shit. I could just put it out now. You know what I'm saying? I don't gotta be like, oh man, well you can't put it on streaming services. You gotta only put it on like something free and you know, and like the kids ain't even really, they only rocking with like the streaming platforms on that higher level. So you know, I've always made like about 50, put out about 50 like Lucy's out a year. Always, every year. Non-mixtape, non-album, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, you know, I've always done that. So now it's like, all right, well, we could do it different ways now. I could just do these Johnson, give them give them this jewelry before, you know, I put out an album or something that don't maybe fit on the album, but I want people to have access to it.
The first one you did, you jumped on the SZA record, right? The Weeknd.
Yeah.
What made you jump on that? And like,
I just like the song a lot, man. I like the song. I'm a fan of SZA. You know, she's on my album About Nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Need to Know.
I'm always a big fan of hers, and I just like the song. And I was just like, let me give you the honest.
You'd rather be with the dry, non-passionate, half-witted, damn near abstinent primary chick?
Yeah.
Or the one to laugh with, casually kiss on the kitty cat and watch glow black mirrors and break your back and let me bask in the aftermath of your black girl magic.
I'm just asking.
You thought that song needed the male perspective on things?
Yeah, but
Weeknd.
I just wanted to talk my shit too. Like, I wanted to talk my shit. But
are you the best MC talking that shit to the ladies?
I ain't gonna. I mean, I think I'm the best MC. Period. But that's everybody got to wake up like that.
Yeah.
You could be probably the fifth string running back for the New York Jets. He probably think he better than everybody, all the starters. No, I'm no fourth string, nothing. But I'm just saying, that was just an example. I think I'm the best. I think, I think we in a time right now that where skill is not, skill doesn't really set the precedent right now. It's almost things outside of, let's set the precedent of who's the best or who's the hottest. Like, getting the hottest right now has almost little to nothing to do with music ability.
So you feel like you have more of a kind of not an old school, but just more of the authentic. You're playing hip hop by like the original standards, and like the culture's kind of sprouted out good or bad in different ways, and you're still kind of equipped and playing with by the main standards we were founded on.
I just like, I appreciate all sides. I appreciate what the kids doing now. I appreciate what the OGs did before us. But like I have an understanding of it all. You know what I'm saying? I understand both sides, and I just think the only thing that just is just disturbing is like, it's not about the music for real. Like it used to be just about the music. You put your single out, and then with the hottest joint goes, everybody gonna hear everything. You might not even hear some dope artists right now. Yeah, you might not even hear them. It depends on a lot of other things. If this person's not ready to be ridiculous or ready to do anything, that might be detrimental to like to their personal life, or sometimes you might not get around to it.
It's true.
You might gotta find the next Jay-Z on a slow day, on a slow music day. You stumble across him. Yeah, it might be like
one
that.
Young guy you were showing, like the kid Jid, I think you were showing love to him. He reached out and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's my guy. I mean, I used to go kick it at one of the cold spots, and then the All Earth Gang, JID, they was all over there. Eve, everybody. That's where I met him. Back then. Right. I'm working with Phil Day right now. He got some fire. He got some fire. We gonna drop some stuff for him within the next couple of weeks. So yeah, he got fire on the R&B and rap.
You did say though the DJs make the best engineers to Elliot. Yeah. And you specifically say Young Guru and DJ Alizé. Mm-hmm. So like, they're the reason why you got here.
So I don't know what year it was. I still was working in downtown locker room, and I met Guru. And at that time, I had like the biggest song in the streets. And I remember he went to go speak at Flowers High School in Landover. And then I came, and then he saw the way the kids was like reacting to me. And he was like, man, I got to get you a deal. Like, I got to get somebody got to see this. You know what I'm saying? And he got love because he went to Howard. And, he introduced me to a rack of people, like, And DJ Alizé was I used to carry Alizé crates, man. I put in work like the real way. You know what I'm saying? Studying the club every day. He would make me listen to everything from Yin Yang Twins to the Roots, just to learn everything. You think you can rap? Nah. You can't rap till you learn. We was listening to Big Daddy Kane, like, you know what I'm saying? Just everything. So
he was the biggest DJ in DC.
Yeah. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And I remember, like, I put in work. Like, I remember I took the bus, man, with my own little $60. I took the bus to go to Guru's crib just because he said Just Blaze might come to the studio. I remember it was around the time Show Me What You Got. I think it just came out around that time. Yeah. And I was just like, damn, I was like, man, I'm by myself. I got to walk to the fucking bus station.
So from DC to New York?
Yeah, from DC to Jersey. Oh. But then, like, the Guru lived in a nice joint, but like a little bit outside that joint. Right. So it was shank season in the backpack, but I was still trying to get in and out. But I was like, dog, even for a chance that maybe meet Just Blaze, I'm just going to take this bus. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was always doing stuff like that, but Guru put me in them positions. And I'll never forget it, man. When I met with Jay for the first time, I was looking at that nigga like he was an alien. I was like, dog, you Jay-Z, damn, like you could talk and everything. Like, I'll never forget it. I was on my sidekick. I was like, yeah, I'm in Jay-Z office. I'm like, he's talking. You know what I'm saying? but I met him. I was playing them songs, right? This is when they were shopping me for my first deal. Yeah. Right. And I never forget that shit. He was already sold. Jay was already sold. He was like, Guru called that joint in the middle of the meeting. He was like, yo, I just want to tell you, my nigga Wale, yo, man, the whole DC behind him, that nigga, yeah. And he's like, yeah, for real. I could hear Guru loud ass, like, I'm just like, yeah. And Jay looking like, all right, yeah, all right. He's like, all right, I see what's going on. Like you this is a well thought out joint. Like you know what I'm saying? So Guru's a big part of why I'm here. And I was embraced so early. Like I was embraced early too.
You always say there wasn't even a Rock Nation when you was in.
Nah, it was S-Star Enterprises. It was early, man. I was, touring with Jay in London. I mean Europe. We for like a whole 3 months, and then touring the college joints with him and Cole and NERD. Like a lot of this shit was before. Like it was, the overly nigga. I'd have been like this every night. Like
right.
Sharing everything on social.
Yeah. What?
Remember you always had that one shot with you and Jay. Look old, like you got a shot with Jay. Like a lot of people don't have that. It'd be like you look like in the back of the studio.
I collect my pictures. I collect all my joints. Them joints is all going up on the motherfucker.
Wait, so that was before you got to deal with Interscope? Like what was the timeline from getting with the Jay and getting managed by?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, Dan Wiseman was managing me. Well, Alizé was managing me. Then Dan Wiseman was managing me, and then I went to Alito, right? Yeah, just as much, yeah. Well, and then we went shopping. Like I was touring in Europe with Mark, and then we went touring. Then we met with everybody, like all the labels, right? And then I wanted to go to Def Jam because Jay, let's just say I knew he was about to leave. However I found that out, you know what I'm saying? So, Rich Kleiman, he was like, man, let's just wait because, I would like you to go there too, but we don't know what's going to happen. So, I remember I was staying at the K West in London, and I got the call like, yo, we probably going to do this Interscope joint. And that was how it happened. I just was over that joint. But I was like, if I only knew what I knew now about how everything worked, man, it's crazy, bro. What I know now it's just crazy. Like I don't think they knew what they was signing at the time. They just liked the hype, And again, you couldn't study nobody's fan base at that time. You just know that, this guy's selling out shows and 2,000 people, 1,500 people to places and stuff like that. So sign them. And the next thing you know, I'm the only pushing me to top 4. I'm only hitting top 40 stations. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? What's going on here?
Right. But obviously early in your career, you trusted a lot of people. But I remember listening to Shine, you talk about how you put your trust in a fuck nigga and you don't make no decisions no more. What did this person do to get on your Koofy list?
Oh man. It's just, man, all I'm gonna say is when you so wrapped up in being an artist and making the art, it's very, very, those are the easiest people in the world to take advantage of. People that really are in this zone just to make music and make nice art. Because you so wrapped up in your music, there could be people around you that's like, oh, I know he not paying attention. Let me, You know what I'm saying? So it made it difficult, man. And it still makes it difficult to trust people, man. I know I ain't been a saint, but I ain't never did nothing dishonest or disloyal to anybody. So that's the difficult part when that happens and it's a monetary issue. That shit hurt, bro. That shit hurt, bro. Right. And there's people that done stole records and sold them to people, hacked my email and gave away verses to people, and somebody that I had in my crew they actually the Heaven on Earth off Shine, they hacked my email, they gave it to somebody, took my verses off, gave it to somebody. They booked about $200,000 in shows.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. On my forging a manager's signature and doing all that. Wow. So it's I'm an artist, man. So sometimes I just be so wrapped up in the studio and the art and all that. And I'm like, yo, you just kind of gotta trust people. And I mean, it's safe to say it's difficult to trust anybody.
Even on Groundhog Day, I don't know if you were referring to Kid Cudi or not, but you talk about talking down in interviews, and you said you didn't forget that. Scott, was that reference to him?
I don't know, like, I ain't trying to set this man off or nothing, but or his fans, because I got respect for him as a person just because of the bond we had before we got famous and stuff like that. But that shit just hurt, bro, because, you know, a nigga was, like, going through some things, like, and, like, just demons and all of that stuff, and the uncertainty, and then niggas went on, like, you know, my favorite magazine at the time, and then was like, we don't fuck with you, man. I'm like, where'd that come from? Dog. You know, like, you know, my manager bought you your first pair of J's, bro. Like, we got a bond. Like, you know what I'm saying? We did the Jordan Classic game together. We used to talk, I used to walk to work with you and all that. Like, okay, we ain't seen each other, but, like, we don't fuck with you. Like, who's we? Right. Before there was we was cool. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's just like, you know, I touch lightly on on mental health. Like, you know, I always had struggled with mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you go see my little list at the motherfucking shrink joint, it's like, it look like a motherfucking a long list is like possible. Like, it's just a lot. Like, and, you know, I always try to, like, be black man, like, I don't feel nothing. But, like, I felt attacked, bro. Like, I don't know what I'm doing with my life, man. Like, I feel like I don't got nobody, and then I saw that jump, and it's just like, that shit sent me somewhere else. Like, I was hurt, bro. Like, I'm like, that's the first time somebody, like, ever really, like, that I know that said something like that. That shit fucked me up, dog. Like, and
have y'all communicated since, or, like, in a better place?
Well, after that, you know, he called, and, like, around the time I signed with MMG, I remember I was in Swisher Sweet Studios, and he called me, and I didn't even recognize his voice. I was like, yo, who? And I thought it was somebody trolling on the phone or something. Then he called back like, yo, this Cuddy. I'm like, yo, what's up? So we did that focus jump. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, I mean, it was cordial. You know what I'm saying? It was cordial. However, I did have to use, like, a phone recording of his voice rather than a studio joint. Cause we just tried to fix some things. But I was like, it sounds kind of cool anyway, so fuck it. But I don't know. I called like, on some personal stuff around, like, when I was, like, I was about to be a dad or whatever, like, and the conversation just went left, and I out of nowhere. So I just was like, all right, man, like, I don't know what's going on, but all right, but bet, like, I guess we just leave it as where it is. So it just was like, you know, I know when he went through what he went through, I felt him because I went through that too, but I ain't had no support. I ain't have like, yo, we're praying for you, man. I had, like, niggas kicking me when I was down. I had niggas real live, like, kicking me. I had people,
meme. I don't fuck with you musically, all that type of stuff. The
exactly. And I ain't have none of that support. I ain't had none of nobody at that time. Mark was gone. Everybody was gone.
Because you wasn't with MMG fully.
Yeah, I wasn't really there. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't have nobody. So I think that changed me a little bit, like, in life as a whole. Imagine somebody that you went to high school with and you walk from school with each other, you know, whatever, and 2 years later they just on some, like, fuck that guy. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it changed me a little bit, but I don't have no ill will to that man, like, you know, whatever. Like, I was heated for a while though after that conversation, that the last one that went left, but I don't have no ill will. Like, I guess, you know, a lot of niggas don't fuck with Folarin. Like, I remember that shit. All them old tweets coming out, and I was like, all right, I still see these niggas now, and what's up, man? It's cool, you know. But I get it though. Like, you know, a lot of niggas don't. Everybody don't fuck with everybody, and then a lot of times in this industry, if they don't need you for nothing, they gonna tell you they don't fuck with you. If they don't need you, so I mean, I can get this and this from this person, so I don't need him. Oh, fuck him. I said it. Like, you feel me? Like, everybody
just ride the wave. Yeah. But it's interesting though, because then you get with Ross, and not only does that help your career,
who wants last?
MMG situation. You guys built a whole movement.
Honey. Did the next Vouvet bottle come in yet? Did the Clico come in yet?
Every blue moon.
Can we get the Ace or something? We know. Shout out to our sponsor. Hey, just make the joint gold, like post. Just make it illuminate gold.
About to get canceled after this.
Nah. I brought it in. Mr. Carter and staff.
Word up.
Nah, but MMG 2010, you guys, Meek Mill, it's a fucking movement. You guys take over the game. You're self-made. You're fucking killing the game. Like hip hop loves movements, right? You see how you do me?
Oh,
I'm supposed to have staying power.
Honey, get another. Can you get another bottle of Clique, Pierre Jouet / Ace of Spade? You just bleep out the whatever. Can you bleep out what the joint was?
I hate this guy. Rap movement, MMG, man. That was pretty good. It was a whole fucking movement. You Mill.
Don't talk about it in the past tense.
No. But you're right. It's still a movement. But everybody loves the first launch of a movement. That was the launch of the movement and the excitement of that. So it not only galvanized you, it galvanized this guy. Meek Mill comes out of nowhere. Ross shows that it's not just about his career. He's building stars. What was the energy like? Seemed like he signed something. And it all played out on the internet. It was like one flying down to Miami, getting signed.
I was so in it that I don't really know like what it looked like to the world. I was so in it. We were so in it, bro. Like we were so in it, man. Like locked in. Like I'm talking about locked in. That probably is the most weed I ever smoked in my life at Ross crib. Like I was just smoking writing raps. Just
like Folarin, there's a pad, right?
Yeah.
Most definitely.
It's most definitely 2 pounds. I'll come back in a day. But Ross had that ear. He knew what he was doing. Like
so it was just a hit factor.
It was and it was a good vibe. Like, you know, my side, Dream Chasers, we would just go to the club. Like even Talk, I was talking to Talk the other day. And me. Now we was all on three-way. We was just talking about like the old times, like being up too late in Miami, like all the fuckery that was going on around that time. Like he was like saying some shit. He was saying verbatim some shit that I said to some girl like off the drunk, like crazy. Like, bro, you was talking crazy. I was like, I don't even remember. That's how much fun we was having every day. Like we was just driving up and down Miami, blasting music, smoking, doing whatever we wanted, and life happened.
Right.
Yeah, this is where the music get bad and the unsung joint. Nah,
that was good. That was all good.
Nah, but it's. I mean, but I mean, when you really look at it though, like it is. It was
a powerful movement in hip hop. Still exists, but
it's still. I feel like it's gonna blossom into more because Ross got a lot of stuff coming up like under his sleeve right now, and then you know, Meek come on soon, man. I'm a strong believer, and you know, just the energy that I get from him when I talk to him and the vibe I get. Y'all gonna laugh, but you know, Meek is a very, 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 very strong reason I even made It's Complicated. Maybe like the third time we talked since when he got locked up, we was just talking, vibing, you know what I'm saying? He was telling me about Rolling Stone, like whatever, like, you know, and he was just, you know, he was in a good mental space, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He was like, bro, you need to just do something. Like, you just talk about like all that shit you be saying, man. You gotta just do one joint, just one like a little small project or something like that. And I was like, you might be on to something. You might be on to something, Mr. Williams. You know what I'm saying? And I did that, John. Like I did like that. Like that was like when I was like, all right, I'm gonna make like something. Like I'm gonna start shaping this stuff, something together. And he was a strong reason as to why I did that, John, dog. Like for real, because I was like, man, I don't want to pigeonhole myself and all that. He's like, man, fuck that, man. They love that shit, man. Make that shit. I was like,
yeah. Do you think that's why sometimes you got along and then sometimes even conflicted because you guys are kind of artist-wise different in a lot of senses?
I think we more alike than we choose to admit, honestly. You know, we both impulsive, we both, you know, care about our people and, you know, put that as a top priority. I don't know. I just always think I think maybe it's both of our fault, like as far as like just not communicating as much.
Yeah.
Just communicate. Like we on the same team. Like, you the running back, I'm the receiver, or vice versa. Like you the shooting guard, I'm the point guard, or vice versa. Like we're on the same team. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that shit, that is so crazy. Like looking back on it, like how did we even let that happen? Like that's crazy. Like we always been good. I mean, like we always been like friends. Not even like industry. It'd be like always been friends. Like I don't know. It's growing. It's just growing. I don't think nobody watching this it could be like I never argue with some like one of my close friends. I don't think nobody watching this could say that. You know what I'm saying? We just had our joint in public, like, and we vicious when we mad, like, you know what I'm saying?
Both of you.
Yeah.
What about Ross? You know, he had that scare a couple of weeks ago. Like, how did that affect you? Like, when did you get that news?
I always take it like if something's really bad, somebody gonna let me know. So I just gave everybody the space, and you know what I'm saying. I knew the media. I mean, the media had me rattled a little bit, but I'm like, man, that's definitely not. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I was talking to Sam Sneak the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, Fat Boy good, bro. You know what I'm saying? He probably just ain't been resting. Like he going hard, working on Port of Miami too. I know he going hard with that jump. You know, some be working like WWE niggas, like just every day, just got something, a flight, a show, a 12-hour studio session. Like, son just be going super hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? He don't be trying to slow down. But I knew he was good though. You know, I was talking to Sneak though, like the whole time, and Juan and stuff.
Right. He's looking different, man. Weight loss. He got hair now. What's going on, Rose? Man?
Makeover. You know, when you get to that like Super, I guess we getting Super Saiyan Ross now. Ross with the hair, right. Goku, blonde Goku is like Ross with the hair. So I think that's what we gonna get now. We about to get the Ross with the hair, the curly hair Ross fraps.
What we about to get with Wale in the new album? Because it feels like the last album, Shine, it was very expansive. It felt very worldly. You had a whole Spanish record. You had African influences. So like, what's your focus around this time around?
That's such a good question because I got so many songs.
Good, man. It's getting good. Be that guy.
I like, kid's got potential. Nah, but I just think that I'm constantly making music, but I got like 5 or 6 titles that I might go with. So I gotta figure it out. What is it gonna feel like? What is it gonna, how can I talk to these people and push the envelope sonically, lyrically? You know, so I really don't know, but I kind of know. I know it's very like it's prideful. It's a prideful album for sure. Like it's very maybe they haven't created a adjective for this joint yet. Maybe I don't know, but like I know what it is. I just can't describe it. But I know like it's very prideful. It's very. One person said it's a bit militant. One person told me that, but again. Them songs that person's referring to, who knows if they'll make the album? I mean, I just record every day, like all the time. So
how do you stay inspired? Like, how does it? Has your process changed through the years?
Yeah, for sure. I only can write in the studio now, so I spend a lot of time in the studio writing. Like a lot of people go over there with their stuff already written down. I gotta get the music loud and gotta have my little tree to climb. And then
tree to climb.
So
then you just vibe with the music and then it just starts. And then you lay it down, or you write it down first, or you just go in the booth and lay it down?
Yeah, I write it. I write the whole verse out and then I go. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy though. Like I don't know. Somebody should do a special on how like different MCs do their verses.
Like, because you're not supposed to write, right?
Hey, Lenny, Jay, call. I do it. I heard Young Thug just has a picture or something, and he starts rapping. That's what I heard. You know, but the creative process of every artist is like different.
Yeah, right.
For instance, like I was working with Jacquees. Not even on Black Bonnie. Like I wrote Black Bonnie. I wrote the hook to Black Bonnie, right? And I wrote all that junk and. We had somebody do like a little scratch run. Eric, my man Eric Bellinger did the scratch run of that joint so Jacquees could hear it and like do it. Like we about to put this joint out. But then we did some other songs. Like I seen how the way he record is so like that nigga is so talented, bro. That nigga is so talented. Like he like a rapper with a fucking Donnell Jones voice. So we sparking whatever. He go in the booth. And he does it like, every couple bars, but it be strong melodies, cohesive, concise, like pitch perfect, like, and I'm like, dawg, you even know what you doing is fucking brilliant, my nigga. Like, and I mean, we was getting fried noodles in the studio. I'm talking about both bottle of Hennessy, like to the face. At the end of the joint, we pilled. I'm talking, we both pilled. He get back up and do another little run on something. I'm like, oh, this nigga is a fucking savant. Nigga. Like, right. He's crazy with it. But I thought that'd be dope though to see people's creative
Why do you
process.
think you still need to write it down?
I don't know. Bro, I don't know. It's weird because
I almost would think the way your flow is so unorthodox, I wouldn't think you write everything down. Bro, right? You know what I mean? The way you
I went through a little phase when I wasn't writing. The first song I did what I didn't write was What It Look Like. This is Jet Life, yeah, the Currency jump.
Yeah.
And I ain't write that jump. I was actually walking past. It was just I was in the session next door. I heard the beat playing, and I just started doing the hook. And then he was like, "Man, go ahead, do a verse." I was like, "Man, I tried punching," and I just started punching. I just closed my eyes, took myself there. That Joan did a song called "School Days" on the Folarin mixtape. I Ain't Right, and maybe like 3 or 4 other Jones. But like I don't know. I just write it in my phone. I don't know. I think because if I go to the booth and do it, I'll just probably keep changing it. I'm like, I got a better line. I got a better line. So I just kind of just stick to what I got written down. But a lot of times it's not verbatim though. I'll write like the verse, but it won't be verbatim. I'll skip words. I'll say different words at the last second and stuff like that.
Were you happy with how Sean was received?
I mean, all things considered, man. Like what a lot of people don't know is, I'm trying to say this without. Like I had some legal issues. I was trying to get out of a contract with somebody, and that joint cost me a lot. So a lot of heartache mostly. Just know it's about a wraith. Cost me about a wraith.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's a business, bro. Like you can't, you know, spend if this money's been used for that, then you can't do that. And you know, when I look at My Love, got about like 56 million streams on Spotify. Like, we ain't worked that joint at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how we gonna work it? We all, you know what I'm saying? But again, it's part of learning the game. I think my fans, we sold out the tour everywhere but Boston. It's like, nah, that joint was big as shit. Boston was like 2,300 people. So, but everywhere we sold out all the jumps. So that's really all I could really ask for is that I can tell you this. Shine was my funnest and most like interactive album to perform. I never did an album where I could perform the whole album on stage and they sing along with the hooks and everything. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that joint, like everything, like CC White and, you know, I think CC White is one of the top 10 songs I ever wrote, to be honest with you. And you know, just to be able to perform, like even doing mathematics with the band, like that shit was fun as hell. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
felt like you got J Balvin right before he took off.
Shout out to my dog Orly. Like we was listening to a lot of his stuff, and I don't even know, we was in LA, and I was just like freestyling and stuff like that, and I was like, yo, this shit's fly, and put it out like. That album, I just gave myself no rules. I don't need a sound. I don't need nothing. Just have fun. You know what I'm saying? And that's where that came. So from recording that and to being able to tour that joint and like having a 98% Boston sold out tour, a 98%.
Boston's gonna sell out next time.
Yeah, man. Please, Boston, like make me feel better. But it was cool. Like, you know, I take it all things considered, and we got placements on like Insecure and stuff like that, and that's just off GP. Like it wasn't being pitched and nothing like that. Like, you know, and I'm hella proud of like Smile and Fashion Week.
Fashion Week should have been bigger in my opinion. I felt like it came out during the time Fashion Week was happening in New York. I think it was like
there's little things that probably could have helped it more.
Right.
A lot of the girls that we wanted for the video were in Milan at the time. But for that's for what it's worth. And then my guy Law, I think he's on one of them reality shows now. He used to be one of my stylists, but he was like, he had he had a director in mind that he wanted to use for the video. But I can't cry over spilled milk, man. Like it happened. Yeah. It never happened. What Hendrix say? He's like, it never happened.
But that's gonna be one of those songs I think is gonna outlive you. It's gonna be like the fashion show at the HBCU soundtrack forever and ever.
Bro, that's what I said when I wrote that jump. Fashion week at the fashion show at the HBC. Them jumps was like littered in parties for real. Like them jumps was lit. Like I remember going to Virginia State. Like man, we had fashion like every 2 months, and them jumps was popping. Like it was just the vibe. Like I'd rather go to them jumps in the parties for real.
Right. Plus, and your daughter made an album too.
Right. Yep. On Smile.
She gonna make the album the same.
She got to get her bars up. I got to see more progression, Zala. She's one in a lot of change. One in a lot of change. She'll be 2 in July.
Do you think that you were ready to be a father? Because on Stay Power, you spoke about like how try to get your girl pregnant at college at the time?
Yeah, well, that was just me, like, just saying some wild rap shit, like. But I like the woo-woos and I like the AKs at Virginia State. I like the Deltas at Howard. I like the SG Rose at Maryland. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was all over the place. Like, you know, that was just me talking.
Where's that girl at now?
It was like we talking about like 6, 7 different ones. I'm talking about a couple of them.
How have the ladies affected your life? You think that it's been a distraction? Has it hurt or helped you?
I don't. And this is the thing. And if scared girls, whatever. Like, I don't think I'm going like ever being like a relate. I don't think so. I just
your career is always first.
It's not even my career at this point. It used to be, but now it's just like me. I'm not going like. I'm like scared to like hurt anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a weirdness about me. Like, I'm just scared to bring my bullshit. Like, a nigga don't even sleep nice at night. I'm moving around in my sleep and waking up thinking about stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that should be scary. I'm not trying to bring that around nobody. Like, they gonna be like, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga? He got PTSD or something? Like, I don't want to bring that around nobody. Or like my insecurities or my pride is like in a never-ending battle with my insecurities. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my insecurities about like my career or my production in the studio on that specific day. You know what I'm saying? I'm like one of them coaches. I'm like one of them coaches that like you could win by 80 points and then you looking at the 2 points you gave up. And I can't, and that 2 points I gave up will keep me up for 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? And that shit fucked up. I'm working on it, but it's like, shawty, like, I'm not trying to bring that in nobody's life. And then they be like, yo, he's stressing me out. Is that third? Or some days I wake up and just don't feel like talking. I don't know why. I just don't feel like talking. I just feel like motherfucking going downstairs or going to the gym, you know, maybe running a mile or hooping a little bit, then maybe I feel like talking. And I feel like, yo, once I started learning these things about myself, I'm like, man, relationships, bro. Like, I be seeing like happy married people, like, and I be like, damn, dog, like, I don't know, man. It's hard for me even to spend a weekend with a girl, like, and that's not on like I'm trying to be a pimp and this, that, and the third and all that. Like, it's me. It's like, damn, dog, why I just get cold like that? Like, why do I want to be alone right now? Like, that's fucked up. Like, it's not even her fault. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That shit scares me. I be like, bro, like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, and it's just me though, for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it even trickles down.
It's nothing the other person's doing.
Yeah, and that shit is bad. But it's just like, man, that's just how God made me, man. Like, I'll work on it. But that's just how God made me. You feel me? Like, I just don't know. Like, you know, like, and then like the big T word, trust. Man, I don't know. I got famous real young, so I don't really know who to trust. I've been stabbed in the back, in the front, side, head, and eyeball. You know, awake, sleep. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, been stolen from, been lied to, been misled, and these are all things that happen in relationships. You know,
has a woman done that to you? Because you some other situations where men have done that in business.
I probably self-sabotaged a lot of my relationships, and that's another reason too. Probably, like, I'm like a poster child for like niggas that want to do good but just can't get it right. But I'm not going front. Like, I'm the difference between me and them niggas is like, I'm Mr. Do Good, I'm Mr. Right, girl, I'm a da-da-da-da-da. They meet your representative the first 2 months, and then they meet you on that 3rd month. They meet the real you. That's how I go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna do everything right at the beginning. What happens when the motherfucking jokes ain't funny no more? Like, all your initial jokes ain't funny no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just realistic in that sense.
I think you just have to probably get with someone that's equally famous or notable, so you guys are like evenly yoked.
I did say that a little bit, but like I said, my daughter's mother is a beautiful woman. She's a hardworking woman. She is gonna have no problem finding somebody if we don't ever work out. She'll have no problem with. But you know, I'm probably too much to deal with. You know what I'm saying? And we bump heads on certain things. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just want to always be like, I don't I want to be better for her and my daughter as a person. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But as far as anybody else goes, it's like, man, I always try to picture myself like, okay, how would a girl even get that close to you for me to let my guard down? And I can't even see that happening because it's like, I don't got patience for certain things. And again, like I enjoy it, like an intellectual woman who's witty and charming and all of these things. And all them bitches is taken. Right. Like, nah, but what Cole said, like a girl with something to lose, like, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody, essentially wants that. But like, are we making them anymore? Is this culture making them anymore? Like, what's important? Personality or followers account. Right.
Yeah. And then back to the EP, you keep talking about it from a very much like you said, the trust, loyalty, the Bonnie and Clyde aesthetic. Like, you want the real ride or die, but then effortless. You want it has to have this natural thing where you have to stop thinking about it and just be in it and be committed to it.
And I don't know if I'm even in the environments to even do that. Like, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna meet my future wife in the club, in the VIP? I ain't 21. I ain't 20. I know that ain't nothing real.
Right.
You can meet me in the VIP. We can link up, whatever. But chances are, like, once you break up with me, you back in the same VIP.
Yeah.
Some girls, some girls really, some girls are gonna mature you or mature with you. Some girls gonna guide you. Some girls gonna lead you. But most of them girls is really like they spoken for. And
Let me ask you a question outside of you. Why do the rappers sleep with the same girls?
That's a great question.
Why, Folarin? Why is it a scene to scene?
I need to see like a diagram of this, the same girl thing, because I don't really think it's the same girl, but I do think the entertainment business is like a little high school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like some people you don't want to be chilling with somebody who's like fucking interviewing you every day. You want to chill with somebody you feel is your equal, probably, Yeah. So I might have something to do with it. It's definitely not about sex. That's for sure. If anything, it's just somebody that understands how crazy this industry is. The devil's playground, like I always say. Like, this industry is like, yeah, we feed our families, our wives, our kids, whatever, but like, this shit ain't the best motherfucking zone. So it's an overtly racist joint a lot of times. It's an unfair joint a lot of times. It's killing like our niggas, our that we came up with, killing niggas left and right. It's making niggas addicts. It's doing all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, that's the music.
But you're built for it. Why are you built for it? Why are you stay in power?
Q, stay in power. Untitled right now.
Honey, play stay in power.
Honey. Did the stay in power vocals come in yet?
I mean, I don't know if you want to talk about this. You talked about it off camera. You were in the studio one time with another fellow artist when his situation kind of got derailed.
Yeah. So, yeah, man, it's like a lot of people don't know, man. It's crazy.
Famous Wale rap stories.
It's crazy. Nah, I mean,
because they didn't have staying power.
Was it? It might have been Quad.
It was Quad.
Yeah, okay, it was Quad. So I smoke a lot of weed, so forgive me. It's time to remember as much detail as I can. So I'm in the joint. I forgot what I was doing. I think I was working on the Nigerian, the Alalu joint of album about nothing. No, it wasn't on the album, but put it out around the time. So I'm working on that joint. And I remember Rowdy came in there. He was like, yo, Bobby want to holler at you real quick. I was like, what's wrong with you? He's like, all right, he's down. He's on the other side. I was like, all right, bet.
Bobby Shmurda.
Yeah, Bobby Shmurda. So I was like, all right, yeah, I fuck with that nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then I was like, man, come over here. Like, in their hierarchy in rap. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I fuck with the nigga, but like, yo, come holler at me, man. Like, you feel me? Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Veteran stripes.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, I think maybe we was mixing Girls on Drugs. I think we mixed that jump, and there was a gentleman's club downstairs.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So I was like, yo, let's just go down there and let the DJ play it so I can hear what it sound like in the club real quick. So we listened to it like twice. We hit a couple J's in that jump, and then we came outside, and it was all like mad police. And then he's like, you can't go back upstairs, and that was it. That was it.
That was the day.
That was it. And I was like, damn. I wish I would have went over there and just at least talked to the young nigga. Like, just, you know.
Oh, you didn't get to talk to him?
No, because even when I was in there, I was like, let me go holler at this nigga, man. Like, he probably work. Let me just go say what's up. I was it. Wow. You know what I'm saying? But I always kind of try to, like, you know, provide, like, inspiration to, like, a lot of young artists. Like, I wrote the Kodak when he was locked up, you know what I'm saying? Like, the first time. And, you know, I was just, you know, I just was kind of telling them just stuff like I wish somebody would have told me. Because what a lot of people don't know about me is, like, I was institutionalized since 6th grade to all the way to my senior year. They didn't let me back in regular schools till, like, the last semester, my senior year, like, for the whole day. So I understand, like, some of the things that, you know, like the niggas is telling you, or a guard might be telling you, or how motherfuckers look at you, and this, that, and third. Like, so I was just trying to share that, you know what I'm saying? And I always try to kind of, whenever I can, just provide something, you know, not a holier than thou at all, because I let my flow, I pour them on my sleeve, but I always try to, like, you know, reach out to, you know, people that, you know, that I feel like that might need a little bit of that, because I damn sure ain't have it, especially coming up in D.C. Like, you can holler at go-go niggas, but you ain't gonna be able to holler at nobody who been on TV or performed in front of 50,000 people or sold 1 million records, nothing like that.
But I see you also empowering people. I see you repping gifted athletes. What is that in particular?
Yeah, gifted athletes, you know what I'm saying? Big Moons and my man Craig, they run it, you know what I'm saying? So they do camps, like, you know, LaMarcus Aldridge, Emmanuel Moutier. You know, I always try to encourage, like, young mothers to get their kids in, like, basketball camps, like affordable basketball camps, and, you know, we want to expand it to, like, boxing, football, and soccer. Like, these are things that I want to do. These are one of the things that keep me motivated to get to the next level. So, you know, I'm able to do these kind of things. Like, I'm very knowledgeable about sports. That's one thing I can do. Yeah. You know, and just to be able to provide opportunities. I never could go to football camp. Like, they had Art Monk football camp. I really wanted to go, man. I still think about it every day. Never could go. So, you know, and just, you know, the DMV is a hub for, like, sports too. Like, you know, we got a lot of, you know, Markel, from everybody from Markel Fultz to young Marcus Allen from Penn State, like, just a lot of people that's just left and right, boxers and football players, basketball players. So, you know, it's just one of the things I want to do. And I want to one day have an AAU team, and one day I want to do, like, you know, I talked to Snoop a couple times about having, like, you know, California versus DMV, like, football game or something like that. Like, these are things that you could do when you become OD successful. I'm just like regular D successful.
But besides sports, you also love sports entertainment. Why do you love wrestling so much?
It's escape. It's like the only escape, because think about anything that I could do other than hip hop. Well, fashion, it's just kind of too close to hip hop at this point.
He was doing the hat thing, remember the hats and all that?
Yeah, but that was a deal that me and Rich had. But like, that's still kind of, fashion is very connected with hip hop. Sports is really kind of connected with hip hop. Like, WWE is like, it's like another. I'm in the front row drinking a beer with, like, somebody who don't even really know who I am, probably. Or if he do know, he don't really care because we watching what's in front of us. It's just an ultimate escape, man. Like, and you know, I got a lot of friends that are employees or that are indie, and, like, they work ethic inspires me, because you just see Monday Night Raw every week, but they got Monday Night Raw, and they probably got Wednesday a show that ain't filmed, and Friday a show that ain't filmed, and they probably got the weekend off, and then they got to do it again. It's like
4 or 5 times a week.
It's crazy, bro. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Them niggas is mutants, bro. So, you know, that type of stuff. Like, I'll text one of my dogs. Like, I'll text my man Big E and be like, "Yo, it's good how that road treating you." Like, that's like that camaraderie you got with people. Like, and, like, he'll say something and just inspire me, like, all right, that's cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just like little things we say to each other. So I support them. I support my friends, and I mean, and all in all, it's just a great escape from this hip hop world.
What about acting? Are you getting the acting bug? Is you on an HBO show?
I've written a couple of things, you know, for a couple of people. We're gonna see what they use, but yeah, you know, I've been doing some acting. I read for a couple jumps. What I read for? I actually read for The Shy. I read for Ronnie. I was like, when I saw Ronnie, I'm like, Ronnie could be my father.
Right.
Well, I was reading for Ronnie. But you know what I'm saying? Lena is a beautiful soul, man. And then she's just such a dope sister. Me and her got close recently, but I just be picking her head on the creative side. You know, I did that episode of Crashing, you know, and I've been talking to Judd about doing some more stuff with them or just learning it. Issa showed me a lot of stuff too. Like, you know, she let me come to the she let me come watch them how they create the episodes and stuff like that. And you know, a nigga like me, all I need is one time to see that shit and be like, oh yeah. All right.
I saw y'all was on vacation or something together too.
Oh no, that was her birthday party in Malibu. I came out there, June, and we all got fucked up. It was a good time. But it was she's just somebody that also inspires me because it's like I see her progress. You know what I'm saying? And I remember telling her, like, I think maybe during the first season or a little bit after, I was like, yo, you about to be She's like, okay, whatever. I'm like, okay, whatever. Right. You my nigga, you about to be lit. And it's just it makes me feel good just to see her win like that. Like, you know, like Black women, man, in the entertainment business, bro, it been hard, bro. Right. It been hard, bro. Now, like, you know, you got Taraji, you got Issa, Regina, you know, Logan Brown, or like the dear white people, all these shows, just this, and like a Black Panther movie, that joint about to be the
greatest ever.
They like, wow, Black people are supporting Black people. Let's make 17.
That's the same guy that listened
Black
to
Panther.
Complicated.
Do they need a light-skinned Panther? A half Black Panther. Like, you know, they gonna start giving and Donald, like Atlanta, like, you know what I'm saying? Lakeith Stanfield, that's how you say his name?
I think so.
Yeah, like he like a dope Michael B, like all these niggas is like I honestly I just really love the energy that's coming from Black Hollywood. I just love the energy. It's to me it's like refreshing because I've been in this rap shit for many years making rap tunes. Ever since Honeys was wearing oh my bad. Nah, but it's just I like that shit, man. Like, and I just also like I've been around so much things. I've learned so much things, and I deal with so much things internally that I feel like it can translate into film, whether writing, producing, or even acting myself. Just being in places like my aunt used to work at a mental institute, like, you know what I'm saying? Like Big Moon's mom used to work at one of them jumps. So like we hear stories about what's going on over there, and I'm like, man, you know, like they always had a soft spot for stuff like that. Like, and telling them type of stories right now is important, you know, and just to educate people. Cause y'all motherfuckers want to be over-informed to be on Instagram all day. I'm gonna give you some content, nigga. Like, you want to get this food, nigga. Like, you feel me? So, I think it's just a natural progression as somebody like myself that can't stay still and that want to do more. You know, God willing, man, I'll be able to, you know, impact that culture soon, and just, you know, tell these stories and, you know, give off some of these messages and philosophies that I got, and, you know, translate that into film. That's important to me. Like, even Black Bonnie, like, I want to do a real, like, I got like 80% of a script that I wrote for that joint, and I'm proud of that joint. So I don't want nobody to sell that joint short. I want it to be like, oh shit, I could tell Wale put his hand on this joint, and it'll be the first one I do. But I have an idea for the video that's so crazy, and it's like I want to do it. Like, okay, I'm about to be on my 6th album. You know, I'm confident Black Bonnie's gonna be you know, an important record. And I want to make the proper video for it. That's why I'm like, for like yo, who do y'all see? The fans, who do y'all see playing this? So I can beg her for like a month, because I probably can't afford her.
I gotta start now.
It gotta be a passion. It gotta be a passion project. Like, you know what I'm saying? But nah, I mean, like, you know, and it's something else to just, you know, keep me inspired, and just, you know, you got all these like successful, like, brilliant Black folks that's just killing it. Like, you know, everybody from Ava to Ryan, like us, man. You hear that nigga talking in his interviews? I'm like, oh shit, nigga, where HBCU went to? You know what I'm saying? Like, that nigga's a genius. You feel me? Like, so, I mean, I just like the energy from there. And even if I don't, like, for real, you know, it inspires me to write more. For real. Like I get inside a character's head on some cerebral shit, and then I just run and write a certain way. You know what I'm saying? And just paint these pictures a little different.
Right. Well, dope, man. We're looking forward to more pictures from you, Wale, man.
Glad you did this, man. Glad you came, man.
I mean, security, like I had to juke them niggas at the door. I still got it, coach. I still got it.
So new album later this year, maybe?
Yeah, I think, I think like, whether it be India, whether it be with a major, definitely dropping some shit this year, for sure.
More recordings.
Yeah.
And no going away, man. I don't care if you sell one record or 27 million.
But going away might just mean I'm just like writing or just trying to strategize on the next move and not react to certain things. Like I've learned to like really kind of just laugh at niggas that's trying to troll me now. Like I used to be like, man, what the fuck, what? And I just be like, nah, I just be like, yo, I love that energy, King. I love it. Right. Sarcasm is my new like therapy for sure. If you have anger issues, try sarcasm, y'all. Like for sure. Like you be like, call somebody king. Call somebody king. like yo, your mother's a bitch. Yo, thanks, king. Peace, king.
Really.
Or if a girl be like, you ain't shit. Yeah, go off, sis, queen. Go off.
I see you do this one.
Go off, sis.
I was confused at first.
It's just it makes me feel better because it's like, yo, I could have said the B word. I could have talked about her shoes, how her weave smell like cornflakes, anything. I could have done all of these things, but nah, go off, sis. Tell them why you mad, baby.
And then while he's gonna take a nap, wake up 4 in the morning, and delete it.
and then scrub the whole joint. It's over.
It's complicated.
It's complicated.
Right off podcast.
He wrapped it with a ribbon.
All right, Folarin. Peace.
Peace.